So when I'm not in my little dungeon messing around with gadgets, gizmos, and playing video games, I like to spend some time outdoors. I've been in the market for a tablet or a small computer that I can take with me on my camping and fishing trips, but because it's not going to be used on a consistent basis, I don't want to break the bank. And I think I might have just found exactly what I was looking for. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the OUKITEL RT3. It's a rugged Android tablet that's dust resistant, water resistant, and drop resistant. It has some fairly decent specs on paper, and you get all this for under $200. But how well does the RT3 actually perform? Let's take a closer look. Inside the box, you have the tablet, a quick charge power brick, a USB Type-C cable, and a SIM card extractor. The tablet itself is a little on the meaty side, which is what to be expected, but it's nothing ridiculous. You can still just throw it in a backpack and go. Spec-wise, it's about what I would expect from something within this price point. It's far from the best, but it certainly isn't a slouch either. And the standout features that stood out most to me is the fact that it's waterproof up to 1.5 meters, drop-proof from up to 1.5 meters, and has a 5150 mAh battery. And the thing actually supports reverse charging. You can attach your smartphone or another device to this, and it'll actually charge it, doubling as a backup power bank. It's supposedly made up of this shock-resistant polymer, but if you ask me, it feels like regular plastic with some rubber infused in it. It's got a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera that's capable of filming in full 1080 HD. It also has a macro camera, and its front-facing camera is a 8 megapixel. I was slightly disappointed with the max brightness of the display. I was kind of hoping it would go a little brighter, but it does pretty good with glare. And seeing as how this thing's mainly going to be used outside, I think that matters every bit as much. The touchscreen is really smooth and responsive, even while wet. Over on the top of the tablet, you have the USB Type-C port, which once again supports reverse charging, and the slot for the SIM or micro SD card. They both have these plastic toppers, keeping them nice, covered, and protected from the elements. However, I will say the anchoring piece of rubber is pretty thin and feels like it could break off pretty easily. Something you definitely want to watch out for. And on the bottom, you have the dual speakers, which go surprisingly loud and are really crisp and clear. Now obviously, if I'm going to get a new gadget, I want to know how well it's going to be able to game. I was able to get some decent performance with some Android games, and I was able to get some solid low-spec performance while playing Call of Duty Mobile. Switching over to emulation, I was able to get some really decent DS performance. Every game I played ran at full speed, and if I'm being quite honest, tablets and smartphones are my favorite way to emulate DS. Something about having it in vertical mode, and the fact that it already has a touchscreen, makes it feel really close to the real thing. PSP games were a roll of the dice. Not every game ran, and the ones that did, frame skip was almost a must. And trying to get anything past that to play, the tablet just wasn't having it. I tried to get PS2 and GameCube going, and the performance was just really slow and choppy. So the OUKITEL RT3. Guys, it's crazy to me how tablets kind of became a niche market item. Smartphones have just become so advanced that that's all we more or less need. With that being said, the RT3 is perfect for what I'm looking to use it for. If you're in the market for one of the latest and greatest gaming tablets, this probably isn't the one for you. But if you need something that's tough, durable, has decent battery life, and can handle some light gaming, this one might be worth taking a look at. If you guys are interested in the RT3, I'll put links in the description below. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.